No. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the United Ramble. I can't actually remember what episode this is. First of all, apologies for being quite slow on the upload recently. I've had a few things going on. I've had a few things to do leading up to Christmas, not just festive things, but also in terms of career as well. So, obviously, the first of all, I want to talk about the last couple of results concerning Manchester United, and then I will go on to the score for tomorrow's Carabao Cup game against Everton. So obviously, before we get to the big one, we played Sheffield United midweek last week, and we beat them 3-2, obviously. Before the game, obviously, it came to light that their Sheffield United stats weren't great. They got 1 point all season and hadn't beaten anybody, obviously. And you just think, I wonder where their first win will come from. Obviously, it's going to come against Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And to be honest, when Sheffield United went 1-0 up, I thought this is going to be them winning 2-1 or something like that, and we're going to be so poor. Fair play to the team. They came back as they usually do in the league and were 3-1 up at one point, went to 3-2, obviously. And then I was getting worried then, thinking, okay, here we go. Here comes the draw. Here comes the only other point that Sheffield United are going to get this season, and it's against us. Luckily, though, we held on and obviously showed some character in doing so. Not that much. We had a good spell in the game, obviously, but we weren't that convincing. So I didn't expect what happened next, which was the 6-2 win over Leeds United. A fantastic game to watch. Both sides, in terms of defending, were absolutely shocking going forward. It's some of the best I've seen in the league. Obviously, the scoreline speaks for itself. Certainly, Manchester United, we scored 6. To be honest, we should have scored at least 8. Cavani had a good chance. Martial had 2 good chances. And, obviously Fred missed as well. Maybe should have passed it. So, I think 10. I think at least 10. Yeah, should have been about 10-5 or something. Leeds had a couple of good chances as well. There was that one where the ball went across the box and 2 players dummied it. Would have been fantastic if it went in, I won't lie, but I'm glad it went wide. We absolutely dominated Leeds. They are a team that are going to stay up certainly this season. However, you feel in like maybe 2 or 3, they're going to go down when some of their best players leave and get older, and they can't replace them, which will be good to see. But it's good to have that match back. It doesn't have the same bite as what it supposedly had in the 1980s and so on, even arguably in the 2000s, purely because Leeds aren't what they were. We absolutely battered them, if we're totally honest here. We were clinical. Our players are better. Certainly going forward, they're better. And yeah, they didn't stand a chance going punch for punch with Manchester United. Scott McTominay totally dominating that midfield. Absolutely everywhere. I was gutted that he didn't get a hat trick. And yeah, what a performance. Obviously, Liverpool winning 7, now you think, all right, that's the game of the weekend. And then the next day we go and win 6-2. And it should have been more, as I say. I was gutted for Cavani and who didn't score. Martial's is having a bad time of it at the moment. Last season, he scores those 2 chances. Do you know what I mean? But it's good he's still getting those positions. He did get some assists as well, so things are picking up for Martial. And I know the goal will come. He's just been a bit unlucky, really, hasn't he? This season, he was suspended for a while, and yeah, the goals will come. But yeah, what a game! This is the perfect game for Manchester United. On the counter attack, let them bomb forward, and then we'll just send our fast players up, suited to Solskjaer. And all of a sudden, people are talking about us, being on a title charge. I don't agree with that. I know this is supposedly a derby, in inverted commas. It's not what it was. Leeds certainly aren't what they were, and we're not what we were. We've shown all season and the past 2 under Solskjaer that we can't be consistent. I'm yet to be convinced that we can win the title charge. And ultimately, this is a game that we should be winning, and we did. There's no way we should get beat off a Leeds side, and we've got the pace that we do up top and the way that they play. So it's a game that we should have won. Bit of a shock of the scoreline. I'm not taking anything away from the manager or the players. But, it's just one, as I say, that we should have won, and I'm glad that we did. So to save it, because we've won that 6-2, we're going in the title charges is getting a bit ahead of themselves. Liverpool are winning it this season. Nobody else can touch it, I'm afraid. I thought Chelsea maybe could, but I think they're not good enough either. It's for next season, I think, and it's a big if we strengthen properly for once, in the right areas. So, in defence, possibly another midfielder, particularly if Pogba leaves, which he probably will do. Maybe he might even go next month. And yeah, to be honest, as well, that game, we've proven that we don't need Pogba all the time. He's not the be all and end all. I do like him, and I do. If he signed a new contract and said, "Look, I'm committed to this," I'd be fine with that. He's a world class player in his day. But we don't. He's not the be all and end all. We do have other players. We have other ways of playing against certain teams where we can get results and we can batter teams when we want to. Like Rashford this season seems to have gone to another level. Bruno's very good as well. You know, even Dan James, special mention to him. He was fantastic. If McTominay wasn't playing and if he didn't have the game he had, I'd say Dan James gets man of the match. He was brilliant. I was happy for him. He's had a rough time of it, to be honest. Showing his stat that was his first goal in the league for United since August of last year, which is crazy to actually think about. But yeah, enough about that game. Fantastic result. One we should win, one we did win. We'll just need to see what happens. We're playing Everton midweek. We beat them obviously earlier in the season. Was it 3-1 at home or something like that? Quite a comfortable win. Everton seem to have turned a corner themselves, beating teams like Chelsea, winning at the weekend as well. It'll be a tough one. What's that? We've won the previous two games. One lost the game before that against Leipzig. So Solskjaer's record tells you we're losing this one. I would hope not. This is a game I think, now correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if we can go to extra time, but if we can, this is a game to me that says 1-1 at 90 minutes in extra time, right? I don't know. I'm yet to be convinced that this team can be consistent. So unfortunately, I'm going to go for the negative here, and I think United are going to get knocked out of the cup, and we're back to square one again. I would not be surprised at all if that happens. I'm going to say 2-1 Everton in extra time. If it can be extra time, if not, I'm going to say it's a draw and it can go to a replay. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. It's been a better sort of couple of weeks, despite being knocked out of the Champions League in terms of Manchester United news. Anyway, they seem to have pulled it back. To an extent, as I say, we'll need to see what happens. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you all have a good Christmas because this is probably going to be the last video of the year. But yeah, please do leave a like and comment what you think the score will be against Everton, and I'll see you in the new year. See you later.